Should you get and stay married? The answer depends on what you value the most. If you want to live longer, yes, you should get and stay married. There have been multiple studies showing that the various unmarried states, being single, never married, being separated or divorced, and being widowed, are associated with elevated mortality risks. For simplicity, in this video I will mention only 3 of those studies across different countries and cultures. In a prospective study in Scotland, around 14,000 men and women with ages ranging from 35 to 95 years were followed for an average of 7 years. During that period, single or unmarried men were 2.5 times more likely to die than their married counterparts, while divorced men were 2.2 times and widowed men were 1.8 times more likely to die. In a population-based study done in Shanghai, the results were similar. During 7 years of follow-up, single unmarried men were 1.6 times and divorced men were 2.4 times more likely to die than their married counterparts. In this study, the effect on widowed men was relatively small. In another prospective study done in Japan, around 94,000 men and women aged 40 to 79 years were followed for almost 10 years. And again, in this study, men in the various unmarried states were more likely to die than married men. The relationship between being married and living longer is highly robust across time and place. The data on women shows the same trend, but the effect size is smaller. The reasons why this robust association between marital status and longevity exists are still being debated. These differences may, at least in part, be explained by a healthy selection bias. That is, healthy men and women tend to be positively selected as partners, and the ones that don't marry have a worse health to begin with. Another factor may have to do with marital status being a proxy marker for loneliness, which is known to lead to poor health outcomes.